Today's video is inspired by Stahma Tarr from the TV show Defiance. For those of you who don't know, she's an alien, which is why I look like this. She's played by Jamie Murray, and Jamie Murray is my absolute queen, so I've been dying to do this since I watched the first episode. The makeup she wears kind of changes from week to week, so I've just kind of mashed them together to create more of an inspired look. But yeah, let's just get on with it. The first thing I'm going to do is put in these contact lenses. Her eyes are kind of a pale lilac colour in the programme, but I don't have any lilac ones, and these ones look just as weird and alien. Next, I'm going to apply primer to give me a smooth base to work on. Then I'm going to move on to the foundation. Her skin is pale and very glowy, unnaturally so, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I mixed together my own foundation, a light coloured concealer, and this white foundation. This white foundation is a horrible product, but it has this kind of iridescent shimmer through it, so it's going to add to the glow. I went over with a sponge to get rid of any brush lines and really work it into my skin. I got rid of any foundation on the lips and applied a lip balm so that my lips will be nice and hydrated by the time I get round to the lipstick. Next, I applied concealer underneath the eyes, and if you have any blemishes, you'll want to get rid of them too. You can tell she has black eyebrows underneath the makeup, so I'm not going to do too much with mine. I'm just literally going to run a nude coloured grease paint through them. You could use a creamy concealer instead, that would work just as well, but I just ended up reaching for the grease paint option instead. You just want them to kind of look like a muted black eyebrow, kind of grey looking, so if you have lighter eyebrows you can just go through them with a grey. Then I set everything in place with a translucent powder. Next, I'm going to take this kind of pinky coloured eyeshadow and run it down the sides of my nose right up to the eyebrow, kind of like contouring. And this is just going to be the base colour. I don't want it to be this pink, so I'm going to tone it down with a nude colour in a bit. You also want to take it through the socket, and I'm using a fluffy brush so the application isn't as harsh. Next, take it underneath the eyes and smooth out the edges with your fingers. I'm also going to be bringing it down ever so slightly like this in the inner corner to make my eyes look more of a similar shape to hers. Smooth out the edges again so it looks more like contouring. Then just tone down the pink by going over with a nude eyeshadow. Next, I wet my brush and applied a highlight in the gaps that I left before. Wetting the brush is going to help make the eyeshadow look more intense. Then I wet the brush again, and using a liner brush, well, this is a normal paintbrush but I use it for liner anyway, wet the brush and apply brown eyeshadow as close to the lower lash line as possible. Then do the same on top but with a black eyeshadow. Next, apply mascara to the top and bottom lashes. If you wanted to add lashes, I'd probably go for the single ones or a nice pair of corner lashes. I wanted to add a bit more depth to the eyes, so I went back through really softly with a brown eyeshadow. Now to contour the rest of the face. I'm going to use the same pink colour I used on the eyes and apply it with a tapered blending brush. You want to go underneath the cheekbones, around the forehead, underneath the bottom lip and across the jawbone. Next, I went overboard with the highlighting to add even more glow to the skin. For the lips, I first applied this e.l.f. lipstick and then pressed over the top with the same eyeshadow colour as before.